Who among us hasn't felt completely overwhelmed by life's unpredictable storms at some point? We all experience moments when our emotions and reactions seem beyond our control, like a boat tossed around on the ocean. But what if I told you that the ancient Stoics had a secret? They had a way to steady that boat amidst the wildest seas, enabling you to navigate life's uncertainties with a calm and steady hand. This isn't just about survival. It's about thriving when faced with tough times. Today, we're delving deep into Stoicism, exploring timeless wisdom that not only promises to change the way you think, but also has the potential to transform how you live your everyday life. Stick around because you're about to discover how to harness your thoughts and shape your actions to create the life you've always wanted, no matter what challenges you face. If you appreciate the transformative insights we share here, I have a simple, free favor to ask. Hit that subscribe button and don't skip any part of this video. Because if you're here seeking the wisdom of Stoicism, you're not like most. You're an exception, ready to challenge the ordinary and transform your life. This concept might seem simple at first glance, but it's a game changer once you fully grasp it. In the realm of Stoicism, it's not just about knowing the difference between what you can and can't do. It's about recognizing where to invest your mental energy. Every day, we're bombarded with news, opinions, and events that stir up all sorts of emotions. The Stoics advise us to focus on our actions because that's where our power truly lies. For example, you can't control the weather, but you can control how you prepare for it. You can't control what someone thinks about you, but you can control how you respond to them. So why waste time stressing over things out of our hands? It's like trying to steer a boat by blowing on the sails rather than using the rudder. You're not going to get very far. By focusing on our actions, choices, and attitudes, we tap into our true power. This proactive approach not only enhances problem solving, but also cultivates a more tranquil state of mind. Implementing this principle can be life-changing, enabling us to detach from unproductive chaos and allocate our energy wisely. Imagine a life where external, uncontrollable factors no longer dictate your happiness, and you prioritize what you can influence. This shift isn't just about achieving peace of mind, but also about empowering ourselves to lead more fulfilling lives. This lies at the heart of Stoic wisdom, recognizing that true control resides within us, not in external circumstances. Once you embrace this, you're on the path to living a genuinely Stoic life. This Stoic concept has the power to revolutionize our life experiences. The Stoics teach us that events themselves don't upset us. Rather, it's our interpretations of those events. This means our emotional responses are shaped not by what happens, but by how we perceive it. For instance, being stuck in traffic can be seen as a frustrating waste of time or an opportunity to enjoy your favorite podcast or music. The situation remains unchanged, but your perspective significantly alters your experience. This principle underscores that by reframing our interpretations, we can reshape our emotional responses. We have the ability to reinterpret our thoughts, leading to more positive emotions and reduced stress. It's akin to wearing different colored glasses. Each hue alters our perception. When we view obstacles as insurmountable and unjust, we suffer. However, when we view them as challenges to conquer and learn from, we grow. To apply this principle, start by observing your automatic thoughts and actively choosing to reframe them. Ask yourself, is there another way to see this situation? Or, what can I learn from this? The goal isn't to deny negative feelings, but to acknowledge them, and then seek a more constructive angle. What's truly liberating about this Stoic wisdom is that it places us in control of our minds. Instead of passively accepting whatever life throws at us, we become active interpreters who can find the silver lining. This approach doesn't just help us cope. It helps us thrive by turning every obstacle into a stepping stone toward greater resilience and inner peace. Embracing this principle can transform challenges into opportunities simply by shifting your perspective. While it may seem counterintuitive at first, choosing discomfort is a powerful Stoic practice. It's more than testing your limits. It's a way to build resilience and independence from external conditions. The concept is straightforward. Intentionally putting yourself in uncomfortable situations prepares you for unexpected hardships. For example, regularly taking cold showers, skipping meals, or sleeping on the floor helps you practice being uncomfortable. When life throws a curveball, like losing a job or facing a broken air conditioner in the summer, you're better equipped to handle it calmly and without excessive distress. This Stoic exercise offers a fascinating insight into how it adjusts your comfort threshold over time. What once seemed overwhelming gradually becomes manageable, while your overall tolerance for discomfort grows. This isn't solely about physical toughness. It's deeply psychological. By willingly confronting discomfort, you're training your mind not to overreact to adverse situations. Essentially, you're reassuring yourself, "I've faced this before, and I can handle it." Moreover, this principle enlightens us about detachment and the hazards of excessive indulgence. In a world where comfort is easily accessible, opting for discomfort becomes a profound act of self-discipline. It serves as a reminder of our genuine needs versus mere desires. Choosing discomfort keeps us grounded, affirming that we can thrive with less, and sometimes less is profoundly liberating. Through embracing voluntary discomfort, you not only strengthen yourself against life's inevitable challenges, but also deepen your appreciation for everyday comforts. Each time you venture into discomfort and return, you bring back a heightened sense of gratitude and contentment. So, before shying away from discomfort, pause and reflect on the valuable lessons it can offer about resilience, simplicity, and inner fortitude. It's not merely about enduring discomfort. It's about unlocking your unstoppable potential. This Stoic insight is pivotal for cultivating understanding and patience in our interactions with others. It serves as a reminder that each person we encounter operates from their unique set of beliefs, experiences, and biases, shaping their individual perspective on the world. When faced with situations like being cut off in traffic or encountering a snappy colleague, our immediate reaction might be frustration or anger. However, the Stoic philosophy encourages us to pause and consider that the other person's actions stem from their current circumstances, which we may not fully understand. They could be rushing to a family emergency or simply having a tough day that has worn down their patience. By recognizing that their actions are influenced by their personal view of the world, rather than a deliberate attempt to provoke us, we can respond with empathy rather than irritation. This principle extends beyond conflict avoidance. It involves developing a deeper understanding of human nature. We all perceive the world through our unique lenses, shaped by our experiences and emotions. Acknowledging this not only enhances our ability to interact effectively with others, but also enriches our own emotional intelligence. When we begin to comprehend that people's actions are rooted in their perspectives, we are less likely to take things personally and more inclined to maintain inner peace. Embracing this principle can revolutionize our interactions, encouraging us to approach situations with a mindset focused on understanding rather than judgment. While we may not fully grasp all the factors influencing someone's behavior, we can choose how we react to it. This doesn't justify inappropriate behavior, but it empowers us to engage with others from a place of understanding. Consider how much calmer and more productive your day could be if you didn't expend energy on being offended or upset by others' actions. Instead, you could redirect that energy towards responses that reflect the best of who you are. This exemplifies the power of recognizing that everyone acts according to their perspective. It's about constructing bridges of understanding rather than barriers of division. Truly, this Stoic wisdom not only eases your interactions, but also broadens your view of the human experience, encouraging a more compassionate and connected life. This concept involves creating a pause between what happens to you and your response to it. This small pause can make a huge difference in the quality of your life and relationships. So, what does it mean to reflect rather than react? Consider a scenario where someone says something that offends you. Our natural impulse might be to snap back or shut down. However, reacting in the heat of the moment often escalates situations, and can lead to regrets. Instead, Stoicism teaches us to take a moment, breathe, and consider why we feel triggered. Is it truly about the words spoken, or is it touching a deeper insecurity or past hurt? This reflection gives us the chance to respond with intention rather than impulse. By practicing this principle, we cultivate a form of mental discipline that frees us from being slaves to our immediate emotions. It's like developing a mental muscle that helps you lift yourself above the fray of knee-jerk reactions. You start to see your emotions as signals to examine, not forces to be blindly obeyed. This doesn't mean ignoring your feelings. Rather, it's about understanding them more deeply so that your actions are governed by wisdom, not whims. This practice of reflection can also lead to more peaceful interactions with others. When you take the time to reflect, you allow space for empathy and understanding to grow. You begin to see conflicts from multiple angles, not just your own, which can open the door to more constructive and compassionate solutions. Think about how this principle can transform challenging situations into opportunities for growth. Each time you choose to reflect instead of react, you're not just avoiding potential conflict, you're also strengthening your character and honing your rational faculties. Over time, this can lead to a profound inner peace as you become less perturbed by the ups and downs of life and more centered in your own rational capabilities. Next time you find yourself about to react impulsively, pause and ask yourself, what's really going on here? For me and for the other person. This moment of reflection is where true understanding and wisdom lie. It's not always easy, but it's incredibly rewarding, helping you navigate life with grace and equanimity. This Stoic principle is all about finding freedom in autonomy, encouraging us to cultivate a life that relies less on externalities and more on our internal resources. It's a profound reminder that true independence comes not from what we have, but from what we can do without. Self-sufficiency, according to Stoicism, isn't about isolating ourselves or living off the grid, though those can be expressions of it for some. It's about developing an inner resilience that allows us to enjoy and appreciate life's pleasures without becoming dependent on them. This means fostering a mindset where our happiness and peace of mind are not hostage to the whims of fortune, whether that's material wealth, social status, or even relationships. Imagine how freeing it would be if your contentment didn't hinge on having the latest gadget, the approval of your peers, or perfect health. By focusing on building your internal resources like wisdom, virtue, and self-control, you create a stable foundation for your well-being that external changes can't shake. This is the heart of Stoic self-sufficiency. It empowers you to respond to life's ups and downs with composure and strength. By practicing this principle, you also start to streamline your life, stripping away the non-essentials that clutter not just your physical space, but your mind as well. You begin to ask yourself, what do I truly need to be happy? Often, you'll find the answer is much less than you think. This simplification is a path to freedom, as each unnecessary dependency you shed makes you more adaptable and resilient. Moreover, self-sufficiency enhances your relationships with others. When you're not looking to others to fill your needs, you can relate to them more genuinely and generously. You bring your best self to interactions, not a version of you that's looking to take something away. Embracing this Stoic principle of self-sufficiency doesn't just change how you cope with life's challenges. It transforms how you engage with everything. It teaches you that the less you need to be happy, the more freely you can love, give, and receive. It's a liberating way to live, offering a type of freedom that the changing tides of life cannot diminish. Cultivating this inner fortress of peace and contentment isn't just a way to endure life. It's a way to excel at it, no matter what comes your way. This principle, also known in Stoicism as the amor fati, which translates to love of fate, isn't about resignation or passivity. Rather, it's about embracing whatever life throws at you with a spirit of robust enthusiasm. It's a powerful form of acceptance that involves seeing every event, whether perceived as good or bad, as something that was meant to happen, perhaps even something necessary for your growth. Amor fati goes beyond mere acceptance. It's about loving your life in its entirety, with all its twists and turns, This Stoic mindset encourages us not to waste our energy wishing things were different, but to use that energy to engage with life as it is. Think of it like this. Every challenge, every setback has something to teach us, and every person we encounter has something to offer us, even if it's not clear in the moment. By practicing acceptance of fate, you're not just enduring life's challenges, you're actively learning from them. It's a proactive stance. You start to see life's obstacles as necessary parts of your personal evolution. This doesn't mean you enjoy suffering or seek it out, but you find a way to make the most of it when it comes. You understand that these experiences are crucial for forging strength and character. Imagine navigating life with this kind of armor. Instead of being tossed about by the waves of fortune, you ride them. You meet life's ups and downs with the same calm and assurance, knowing that each plays a vital role in the tapestry of your existence. This perspective can be incredibly freeing. It removes the fear of misfortune because you trust that ultimately, everything contributes to your greater good. Moreover, accepting fate helps to mitigate feelings of regret and bitterness. When you believe that everything happens for a reason, even if that reason isn't immediately apparent, you're less likely to harbor resentments or stew over what could have been. Instead, you focus on what can be learned and how you can grow. Embracing the Stoic principle of amor fati goes beyond making peace with life's unpredictabilities. It transforms them into an active celebration of existence. It's about welcoming everything that comes your way with open arms and a trusting heart, making you not only resilient but joyously adaptive to life's ebbs and flows. This acceptance doesn't just bring peace, it brings profound joy as you align yourself with the flow of life, seeing every moment as an opportunity for personal triumph. These Stoic principles can truly transform your approach to life, turning every challenge into a stepping stone toward wisdom and peace. Remember, it's not what happens to us, but how we respond to what happens that defines our journey. Thank you for joining me today in the Stoic Journal. If you're inspired to dive deeper into these life-changing ideas, check out the video popping up on your screen now. Until next time, continue to cultivate your inner strength and live profoundly.